Cool Mike Podcast, episode 14. It's going to be a doozy. We're going to talk about some crazy stuff. One of my favorite comedians, one of my favorite homegirls, my cousin is here, Alex Gallardo. She's a nurse. She's a real life rescuer. She's up there in the sky saving lives. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting time. Cool Mike Podcast, episode 14. Cool Mike Podcast, episode 14. It's going to be a really good one. We got one of my homegirls, a super funny comedian and a real life hero. She's real cool. I'm excited she's here on the podcast. We're going to chop it up. We're going to learn a lot about, like the nurse, not the nurse industry, but it's going to be cool. I just want to talk to a nurse. I have the utmost respect for nurses. We're going to talk to my homie, Alex Gallardo. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Mikey.
Alex.
Or my primo.
No, yeah, Alex is my, we're like, could be cousins. We're cousins.
Hey,
yeah.
dude, we're all related. That's why I don't date Mexicans, man. It's like if we do a Punnett Square, we end up knowing that we're there, dude. We're like third, second. It's fine. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's acceptable.
Yeah. It's all in the family.
It's all in the family.
Yeah, we're like the Targaryens. Oh, yeah.
That's why we're so powerful.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm happy she's here. She's a funny comedian. We met crossing paths in the Orange County scene. Mm-hmm. Then since, we've become like homies, and she's supported my shows, and she's awesome, and I wanted to bring her on the podcast too, because not that she's just hilarious, but she's a good person, and she has like a really interesting job. I have like a really cool utmost respect for nurses and all the stuff that they go through, and I feel like, not that they don't get a lot of props, but I feel like they should get more props because they deal with some crazy stuff. I used to work like in the medical industry, and I used to see a lot of stuff in the trenches, and like, knowing that Alex does that, like, it's just like, oh man. And then she goes and deals with crazy, like, on top of the crazy shit she deals with, and then goes and does comedy on top of it, even more crazy. It's like double crazy,
Oh, man.
So she's strong.
Feeling my element, honestly. Like, it's no different than, honestly, laughter is the best medicine, right? That's like my big thing. It's like I actually started doing comedy because 3 years ago, when I started as an ICU nurse, I started, I went to therapy.
She's an ICU nurse.
Yeah, but I'm an ICU nurse. My therapist actually, she'd have me write things down, and she'd be like, you know what? Like, some of your traumatizing experiences are kind of funny, which I don't think it's appropriate for a therapist to say that, but she's like, you should do comedy. So my therapist recommended me do comedy.
Shout out that therapist.
Shout out to her retaining her clientele, because let me tell you, you need therapy to do comedy too. So,
no, yeah.
Or not, you could just do it on stage. But yeah, it's been very positive ever since, and I love it.
No, yeah, you've been killing it. You've been grinding. You did my show. I see you, like, you're about to do the Bray Improv.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, you're manifesting these big shows, and you're working, like, with cool people. It's only the beginning, too. So it's just like, I see you at the store. You gotten up at, set of the night. So it's like you're in there, like you're in, it's just.
No, for sure.
Just keep going. That's all we got to keep doing, is just keep going.
Yeah, it's about community, honestly, because, it's especially like I've noticed too, being Latina and in this industry, it's very difficult. Like, even in healthcare, right? Like, I've had it where I've been at the hospital and they think that I am the CNA, which is like a nursing assistant, or I am EVS, or AKA like the people that are like cleaning the floors and stuff. Like, doctors, not all doctors, but like coworkers, doctors, sometimes they'll just be like, they don't know that like I'm there. I'm an ICU nurse, because like it's just the stigma. And sometimes, I kind of toggle between the two, right? Sometimes I don't even look Mexican enough. So sometimes my patients families will be talking shit and in Spanish, and I'll just hear it and wait and wait and wait. And then when I have to give them meds, or I have to like deliver information, out of pocket, I'll fucking start speaking Spanish. And then they're like, oh shit, this bitch, she knew it the whole time. It's like, it's my favorite peekaboo moment, dude. That's the part that I live for. Let me surprise y'all. Hi, I'm from Jalisco, so let me surprise y'all, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I always think back to you remember that Selena scene where he was
Mhm.
saying like sometimes we're not. Some Mexicans don't think we're
Mhm.
good enough to be
Yeah.
Mexican, and there's some American. It's like you gotta be not both double good, but it's like you gotta, like that's crazy. I feel you. Like
No, it's insane because I'm not I'm not Mexican enough to be Mexican because I'm first gen, but I'm not white enough to be like it. So like for me, like people went to the mall, right? Fuck, dude, my mall was the swap meet, right? Like, fuck, I love going to the swap meet even to this day.
Santa Fe Springs.
Oh, dude, don't. I have my vendors there, so like, yeah,
Yeah.
I love Santa Fe Springs. I go to the Cypress swap meet. Whew, don't tell me with a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I'm kind of in the in between. I've always been in the in between. So, but always trying to push through with boundaries because Latina nurses were a minority within a minority, and then even Latina comics were a minority within a minority on that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but you're strong. You're out there,
Mhm.
doing it, holding it down.
Yeah, holding something down.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you are though, because you're making an impact. Like in both communities. You're a good person. You're good vibes, and that's what is needed. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, you're
100%. I could be a little. I could be a complainer. Like I'm not a quitter, but I am a complainer.
no. I feel you. I like if
I mean-
if something's not right that I don't like, I'll speak up too. Like. Someone told me too, Mike, you always complain. I'm like, yo, there's a lot of bullshit going around. Like, I'm just calling it out.
I mean, Mikey, hey, dude, we sort of work together. We won't name names of hospitals,
Yeah.
but hey, we both have worked at the same hospital.
No, yeah. It's all like 10 degrees of Kevin Bacon type of shit. We all cross paths in the same hallways at one point, for real.
You already know
No,
what
yeah.
I go through.
No, yeah. Shout out ICU nurses because it's crazy. I've seen some crazy stuff and, like just going, working in the ICU, exchanging sharps. I used to exchange sharps. I don't do that no more, bro. But it used to be wild, Like I used to see some crazy stuff. Like
What's the craziest thing you've seen?
just someone passing away, like me being like right there.
That's crazy to you?
Well, like that, and I've just seen like people.
Look at me like, well, I saw that 3 times this week.
That's what I'm saying. It was crazy to me, like being in the room with families right there, and just like seeing some crazy traumatic, like almost like people missing limbs, and it's just like. It's just I don't know. I don't like hearing people like suffer. So like I'm just trying to do my job and get out. And it's like I've heard some crazy stuff.
Dude, for real. Sometimes I'm like, sharps, this is not the time.
Yeah.
This is not the time to come in here right now.
Yeah, that was me back in the day, but like
I try to be polite though because like literally I'm like, no, we need you. I've almost been pricked because I'm trying to like put something in the sharps and then there's a needle sticking up.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But if back in the day, if it was too busy going on in that room, I would just kind of just be like, leave it to EVS.
No, leave it to EVS.
Yeah.
No, now we don't even have. We just have EVS.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we don't even have sharps anymore. We just EVS. I'm like, EVS, can you pick up the sharps?
That's
They're like,
wild. That's like they already have a hard job as it is.
Well, I mean, even for me, I'm secretary.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're all there.
Social work. I'm sometimes case management. If no one like, it's insane. Like the big beautiful bill. Not to be political in this podcast, has really fucked us up.
That's
So,
crazy. Yeah, we're all like spinning plates and shit, running. Especially where I'm at too. I'm dealing with some shenanigans. I'm like my little self running. I feel like like the bunny from Alice in Wonderland and shit, just trying to deliver what I got to do. It's just like fuck. Yeah.
It's insane.
Some shenanigans, They got like some unrealistic expectations. My boss. I feel like this is an analogy I'm gonna use. I feel like I just lost my virginity, and he's just trying to throw me in the gangbang. It's like I need more experience, boss. I can't swim. I just got these floaties on, and he's trying to throw me in the ocean. It's like I can't surf yet, baby. I can't surf.
I've been in situations where like I have to like I'm the captain now.
Yeah,
like
oh,
I'm
yeah.
like because sometimes like when I was working nights, we couldn't get a doctor to come in time.
Yeah.
So the ICU
the
nurses run the codes.
Yeah, they take control of
So
that.
I've been in a situation where I'm like, I'm the captain now, and I'm like, delegating because you have to delegate. Everyone has their role when someone's heart stops and stuff. So it's insane because and then the doctor will just show up out of nowhere once we get the heart like them back, right?
Yeah, you guys will do the work and save
Yeah,
it.
we'll do all the work, and they're like, "Oh, you don't need me? Okay, I'll just put in some orders, but yeah, you'll put it in right for me." And I'm like, fuck, dude, you just showed up and you just blinked and then you're like, okay, go do your shit and then just put it in for me. It's insane. Like that's not how it's supposed to work. But I did like a little bit of a bit recently because I went up last night. And I guess I'll just do this right now, but it's insane. This is the second time this has happened to me, Mikey. We've had a situation where, please, oh, by the way, PSA, please do end of life conversations with your family ahead of time. I know it's not casual, but hit your parents up for coffee and be like, let's talk about how you want to die.
Yeah, get a will.
Because you're going to die. And, let's just see how peaceful or what you want about like, so if I can do any PSA end of life conversations, just make it casual, make it fun, go to like the horchateria and just have a coffee and just talk about it. So we had a situation where family was just like, oh yeah, do everything. So we brought mom, we brought her back. She wakes up and we didn't have to intubate her, which was crazy. We got her back. We were going to, but we got her back, and then because she just needed to be paced and stuff, like her heart went down and just flatlined. We got her back, and she's just like, I saw the light, put me DNR. I don't want to be here no more. This is hell.
Damn, that's crazy.
And then I'm like, everyone heard that, right? Mom just said she saw the light, and she thinks that where she's at right now, which in this situation, yeah, it is hell. Like, we're cleaning your asshole every 30 minutes. Yeah. What kind of unless you like that shit, no pun intended. It's miserable for some people at the end of life, right?
I don't want to be a vegetable.
We put her DNR. She saw the light.
What does DNR mean?
Do not resuscitate.
Oh yeah, do not resuscitate.
Yeah, so you can make it full, limited. Like you can a la carte your end of life wishes. But the reality is like if we're just, people are like, just push the meds, just don't do compressions and crack grandma's ribs. It's like, but if we don't crack grandma's ribs, the medication just stays here. It doesn't circulate through the body. So it's like an all or none thing, in my opinion. Just commit.
No, yeah,
right?
You gotta do
so what happened was she ended up, going again, but then out of nowhere, dude, just patient's family member, just out of nowhere, like it's kind of like the jury. It's like, wait, but I object. It's like somebody getting married, but I object.
Bro, oh damn!
As we were like about to do nothing, right? Because we're letting her go peacefully. I was like, dude, don't do this right now. She just said she saw the light. Why are we putting her back? Like she's Jesus is or whoever is grabbing her and caressing her into a better place, and you want her to come back to Diddy land over here? It's crazy. So I've just seen some crazy shit. But what I've learned from that is this is the second patient that I've had where it's like, I see the light. I saw what's over there. And I wish I asked them more questions, though. It's inappropriate to ask as a nurse. Like, we get somebody back, right? The family's traumatized. The patient's, actively dying. I think the last thing people want to see is me be like, so what does it look like?
Yeah.
Is it hot? What kind of light is that? Was it
strobe lights?
Was it no? Was it was it fire? Yeah. Or was it clouds? Like, what does the light look like to you, right?
What if a raver was passing away and the light to him was just like he dance floor, the light show,
It could be. I mean, whatever your heaven looks like. It could look like I don't know. It could look like hard summer, or it could look like hot summer where it's like hell. Damn. So I don't know. I don't know what it looks like.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
Next time this happens again, though, I think even if I get fired for it, I think I'm going to ask. I'm going to be like, so tell me more about this light. What does it look like?
That's crazy.
How does it feel? Is Morgan Freeman in a white suit? Like what does it look like?
That's crazy. That'd be an interesting interview. I'd got to bring someone on who's. My dad had a heart attack. I need to ask him. Did you see the light, Papa? He had a heart attack in November of 2024 due to keto. He was a keto guy and he overate the glizzies. But he's doing better now.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But we had to check him in a little bit. Like, Dad, we love you.
Yeah. Like those arteries got some plaque on them.
Yeah, he's doing better now.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. But you're in the ICU though. Like I
Mm,
seen photos on your Instagram.
mhm.
You ride around on the like helicopter.
Oh yeah. So shout out to those companies. I'm actively applying right now. Most of those companies require 3 years minimum ICU and or ER experience. So this month is 3 years for me, but as anyone should, you should have a mentor in anything that you want to do, whether it's comedy or health, like, nursing or anything. You should have a mentor. And, for me, I have a mentor and I've been able to have opportunities to do ride
Yeah.
alongs. And I've learned a lot of things that I'm like, okay, like some things that I see that I've always wanted to do it. Even when I was younger, I wanted to become a doctor and I wanted to do transport, pediatric transport. And so couldn't do that because, Mexican families, when are you going to make money? You could have been a doctor in Mexico at Guadalajara, like the Universidad de Guadalajara, like fucking 3 years ago. Why are you like, Dad? I've had it where like I got a bachelor's degree, right? I got my bachelor's when I was at Cal State Fullerton. And then when I get off, literally off the stage and I see my family and stuff like that, my dad's like, "Oh, Mija, you're a doctor now, right?" I'm like, "No, Dad, I just got a bachelor's." And he's like, "What? Like, you went to school for 6 years for just a bachelor's?" And I was like, "Yeah, Dad." He's like, "Well, if you were in Mexico, you would have been a doctor by
Ay
now."
caramba.
I know that's like some like
Well,
low key.
you're working hard though. You know.
No, but it's just like funny, right?
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny when my dad
Ay
like
caramba.
downplayed everything,
Yeah.
and then I was
That's
just
just some.
like, and then I pivoted to nursing, right? Because he knew I was pre med before. Pivoted to nursing later on, because Mexicans got to make money. We can't.
Oh yeah.
We always have to work. We always are on like 1 or 2 jobs minimum. And so for me, I was like, okay, nursing is the way to go. But I wanted to still do transport, and I realized you could do flight nursing, and so got a mentor in that. Did some ride-alongs, applying to companies right now. It requires a lot of certifications, and then it requires a lot of experience. And so, um, with the hospital that I work at right now, it's a mixed ICU, so I kind of get like a cool little mix of everything. So I thorough like with my ADHD and my ability to kind of be very like with comedy, right? Like you don't like you're not on your feet or you're not like working like 12 hours, like you have to be on for 12 hours and you're just kind of on for a very intense period of time, and then you have like some breathing room,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you're like,
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Yeah.
like a very like intense, like a couple minutes or whatever, and then you're like you
Yeah.
have like
Yeah.
this downtime, right? So that's kind of how flight nursing is. Whereas working in the hospital that I work at right now, it's like sometimes I'm on my feet for like 10
Yeah.
hours
Yeah.
straight.
No.
Like
Yeah.
I've been in a code one time on and off for 6 hours straight where I hadn't peed, I
No.
haven't done
Yeah.
anything.
No. Yeah. They nurses. They're.
We work for that money,
No. Yeah.
okay?
For
And you
sure. No.
trying
Yeah.
to get me to be a sugar mama, but
No. Yeah. I was.
I'm trying to just find myself a sugar daddy investment. Like just invest in a business that I'm trying to make, right?
When you were on the flight,
Yeah.
was the ride along
hmm
was like was like some trauma? If you don't mind, was you were
Yeah.
just did you go like? Because I give you props because
hmm
that's like you got to keep your cool too. So like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So like like
It's basically ICU in the sky.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys are
So
like the rescuers. You guys could go
yeah.
and that's crazy. You guys
Yeah,
are
well, the cool thing about it that I like about it is like you kind of like have this autonomy, which I like. When you're a doctor, you can insert chest tubes, you can intubate, you can do these things. As a flight nurse, you get these special certifications and you have protocols and you get properly trained to be able to do that. But you're doing that in sometimes rural areas, the desert,
yeah
or you're transferring very critical patients from one hospital to the next.
yeah. So you got to be
So
like
you have to be on it.
on it. You
Like
got to be like on it. Yeah.
yeah, and some people in theory they want to do that, but it's different, right? Like so I wanted to test it out cuz like I wanted to see if I'd get nauseous on the helicopter. I don't. I just get nauseous looking at people's faces, not necessarily
Yeah.
no, but like I don't get nauseous like in that way. So that was helpful. It's very hot in there cuz
Yeah.
heat rises,
Oh yeah.
right?
Okay.
And you're stuck. I mean, there's not going to be like pristine
Yeah.
AC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, And so, and sometimes you're like
You
in
guys are wearing
very,
gear
you're
too.
in gear, you're going around.
Yeah.
There's like also limitations to what you could do. And you're basically trying to maintain or manage this patient from point A to point B. And it's very intense,
Oh yeah, it's intense.
but it's something that I've always been like attracted to things like that. Like
Yeah.
comedy is like that too, where it's you have your ups and downs, but it's like the thrill of the chase of like enjoying the moments that you enjoy your wins when you get them. And sometimes you could like literally you could be doing a set where you've done this joke just a couple like just the last show ago and it killed. And then you do the same joke in the same tone and like the same everything, but it doesn't kill, right? Whereas for me, my patient could just die even if I do everything right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sometimes if I bomb on a stage
Damn,
or I
that's
feel like I'm not doing well, I've realized like, okay, I know I might have died on stage, but did anyone die in the audience?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Did I kill the audience? No. So like for sometimes like I could do everything right with my patient and they'll still die. God wants them. They want to see the light. So when I get down on myself about comedy, when I feel like I'm not funny enough, I'm not enough, I remind myself, well, did anyone die? It's okay.
Yeah,
It'll be fine.
that's crazy.
It'll be fine. Yeah.
That's
Not to get depressing. Sorry, this isn't the podcast for that.
no,
It's
no,
cool, Mike, not
it's cool.
sad, Mike.
No, but that's it's real life. I wanted to, like I have like, that's wild, and interesting, I have a lot of respect for you because what you do.
Primo.
Yeah, we're like cousins. My Alex had
I
a
think we are
Yeah.
cousins, though.
Alex had a conversation with my dad. They chopped it up for like 10 minutes after
Mhm.
one of my shows.
Mhm.
And they're like besties now. They're cool. My dad is like a comedy fan, and he's like, I honestly really like Alex's material. Like he would have told me too if he didn't like your stuff. He was like, she was funny.
Would he have told me to my face, or what he said on the
No, I
side?
don't think he would have told you to your face. My dad is nice, but
Yeah.
he's definitely like, he always tells me like, I liked him. I liked him. I like, my
Yeah.
dad's very like, every show he goes to, he'll
Mhm.
like tell me who he likes and his
Mhm.
highlights. And, that last one, you were on it. I
Mhm.
think Boo was on it too.
It was Arturo Vaca.
Yeah. Arturo Vaca. Yeah, that was my dad said you were good. Boo was good. The whole show was good, but my dad was like, gave you guys highlights.
Dude, I think me and your mom, we were doing a Punnett Square to see where we fall in line with our family lineage because she's from Jalisco, right? Yeah, so it's like I'm telling you, dude, we're all related. If we do a Punnett Square,
23andMe.
I think, dude, you don't even need to sell your DNA like that anymore. We just say a last name, we say a place, and we say an uncle's name, like somebody, like a mutual funny friend or family friend, and we're like, oh my God, he was at that wedding the other day. Dude, we were there.
That's
we were
crazy.
there. We were there in Puerto Vallarta just last October. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm piecing it together. I'm like, oh my God, I almost fucked my cousin. Fuck.
That's
That's
wild.
as Mexican as it gets, though. That's real.
That's some Targaryen stuff. Yeah.
Powerful. Mexicans are powerful. We're taking over.
That's a little spicy bear today. Oh yeah.
For sure, dude.
Little albondiga. It's been so hot. I've been cooking at my house like albondigas. I'm like,
I still eat that in the summer. It's
I still
so
eat
good.
it too. Like, yeah, that's how my grandpa and my grandma is. It'd be still
Mhm.
steaming and they're still making menudo and albondigas. But like, that's how I feel literally. I have a little AC, but it's not cutting it.
It's not kind of. It's okay. We grew up where like even if we could afford AC, it just seemed like it seemed too like my parents just like to kind of cut corners on shit. We still have fans, and I'm like, Mom, you're still like spending money on energy. Like, why don't we just use the AC? And she's like, No.
Mija, no.
Mija, no.
Yeah.
It's not like that. And then
No.
the sound of fans,
Oh, yeah.
and a tiled cold floor, but a fan. Oh, that's the Mexican AC right there. Cold tile floor and
Yeah.
a fan. Oh,
When I was younger, I used to like to rock out in front of a fan. Make
same.
make my voice sound different and shit. Like it was a voice. Like I'd be like singing like I was Slash. Not Slash, but
L
like,
slash.
yeah, I used to just sing in front of the fan.
Oh,
As
nice.
a little boy.
So
of the
what would
tile.
you sing? What would you sing?
I would sing like Grease. Summer loving happens so fast.
Damn, that's some first generation Mexican shit right
Yeah, I
there.
used to be into Grease. I used to.
Y soy rebelde.
Yeah.
You don't sing that?
I sing some Spanish stuff. Some Selena.
Hey, I'm
Uh,
throwing it back with the rebelde shit. Like,
yeah.
oh
My
man,
my mom was really into like
that was the Mexican gossip girl back in the day.
she was into like funk and Madonna. Growing up, my mom was a material girl.
Dude, my mom and your mom would get along
Yeah.
because and they're probably cousins. Because my mom took me to a Journey concert.
Oh, Journey. Shout out.
Journey, Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar.
Yeah, like
That's sick.
she's just super into stuff like that. Yeah, she's it's cool to see them rock out to that stuff because I'm like, oh my god, was my mom cool at one point? I'm like, I think so because I think I'm cool.
Yeah,
I
heard
have to have come from cool, right?
my mom and dad were wild back in the day. They met at a nightclub. They're little party animals.
Dude,
They used to
that's
club
how
it.
Mexican parents meet, dude. It's not arranged. It's
No,
just you go to a party and then you meet and then you're like, oh, we have to commit. We fucked.
No, yeah. I think that's
Catholic
how,
way.
I think that's how it
Yo,
is.
That's
Yeah.
just how it is, though.
Yeah.
Like my mom finally admitted to me. Shout out to my mom.
You.
You're a hoe like me. I'm just kidding. We're not hoes. We're Catholic. No, she was 3 months pregnant walking down the aisle. So,
You.
hey, mom, but you locked it in
Oh, yeah,
before
she
you
locked
popped
it
it
in.
out.
That's that's cool. I bet if my mom and dad had access to Tinder and Bumble and shit, if they were together right now
Mhm.
and they were meeting during 2026, I don't know if my mom would have swiped right. I think she would have done. I think she'd have kept going. My mom
For
was.
real.
Yeah, I heard my dad was persistent. I heard he asked her like twice, and she finally was like, "All right."
It's so funny because my mom told me a story where, dude, okay, are you close to your grandparents or are they?
Yeah, I'm pretty chill. Yeah, I'm still cool. I'm really close to my grandpa. He lives next door to me.
Yeah.
We kick it.
Dove it. So it's funny because they're so cool, they're soft, they're nice. They will advocate for you when you're getting hit by your parents or like they're being mean to you. They'll be like, no. Like they're like the parents
They got your
that
back.
they got like the parents that you wanted, or I guess it's the parents that our parents wish they wanted
Yeah.
because they protect us and they're sweet to us, whereas obviously like my parents they whoop my ass. I don't know about you. Hey, shout out to discipline.
Yeah.
And no, but still I had to get therapy for it, but it's okay. You know what, that's why my ass is so big. That's why a lot of asses for Mexicans are big, because we have to adapt
You
to
have to
how much
adapt.
ass whooping we got. I mean, who needs a BBL? You just need to get whooped by your parents because that ass will slap back eventually, right?
Need
No.
to be disciplined by a Mexican household.
Yeah. No, but my grandpa, he was sitting, he told me the story. My mom was getting picked up by my dad. My dad would show up and then my grandpa would be like literally cleaning his gun. Like he would be like purposely like on the porch, like the classic, like, classic country white story, but like Mexican style, like ranchero. Like, 'cause my dad's a little ranchero, but my grandpa, to this day, dude, looks like he herds cattle. Like
Oh,
he
damn.
is ranchero as fuck. Like I used to have a pet rabbit and my conejo, and he would always look at it. He's like, I hunt rabbit. And I'm like, I know. It's like, we can make some sopa right now with
Sopa
it.
con
And I'm like,
conejo.
no, dad. Like, sorry, grandpa. I'm like, abuelito, no. Please, it's my pet rabbit. He's like, well, I'm just letting you know. If you don't see it one day,
Go
it's
ahead.
in the soup. I've eaten too many of my pets.
He gave you a fair warning.
Unintentionally. I've eaten too many of my pets unintentionally. And that is family trauma at its finest.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. Man,
Have you eaten any of your pets?
No, I don't think so.
You're
I
not
don't-
that Mexican.
Yeah,
Just
I
kidding.
don't,
Just kidding.
I,
I'm joking. No. It's
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I ate a pet before. I don't think so. You? I think if I was on Love Island, they'd probably eat me. They'd go cannibalism. No.
They're like, let's
So-
eat this little Mike right here.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not.
This little
ta-
Mike and Ike.
I'm full of, full of Nutella. I'm not healthy for you.
You're just like the Lucas candy, huh?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
full of lead.
Full of lead, unhealthy.
Full of lead and love.
fucking-
Full of lead and love. That should be, hey, Lucas, sponsor me.
A vampire would eat me, they would die. Be like, what the hell? I got diabetes now.
Oh, man, it's in the blood now. It's already there.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I'm just happy you're here. You're the homie. You know, I'm happy
Primo.
No, yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, hey, what do you want to know? What do you want to know? What do you really want to know about nurses?
I think nurses are. I think they're awesome. You know,
Hmm.
I think it's cool what you guys do. You know,
Yeah.
you guys are on your feet for like 12 hours, very little breaks, doing intense work, saving lives and stuff.
Hmm.
So like, yeah, I've seen firsthand exchanging sharps, you know, like you said, like not that I shouldn't have been there, but there's times where it's like I had to be there,
Yeah,
you
no,
know, like
100%.
yeah, like they told me to be there, and it's like there's like it was my job, so it's like, you know, but it's like I gotta like kind of detach because it was
Hmm.
crazy, you know, because there'd be people in the room, you know, like the patient's family members, and it's just like I gotta get in and get out, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot of my jokes too come from experiences or jokes that I've randomly cracked, like with patient interactions or family interactions. Um, like sometimes now, like people at my hospital know that I do comedy, and sometimes a doctor will hear me talking to patients, right? Because sometimes doctors they just go in and out,
Yeah.
not all the time. I mean, shout out to our doctors, love doctors, but um, the thing is, like sometimes as nurses we have to reiterate or re-educate in layman's terms, like cliff notes, like,
Yeah.
and so sometimes I'll say things, right? Like I've said something where at one time I said, it's like a joke, but it's like a punchline. What's good for the whole isn't always good for the soul, ma'am. And so I really don't want to, like, if you really need me to disimpact you, let's just try to just shit on your own,
Yeah, yeah,
shall
yeah.
we? And I step out and I didn't know the doctor was there, and he was like, "Oh, Alex, that's so funny. Write that down." Like I've had like the best jokes that I've made come from experience, but also come from like people
Just
have
real
to
life.
remind me because I'm
Yeah.
always working. So like when I'm working, like I'm not really on my phone and stuff. Like they'll be like, no, you have to write that down. That's funny. What you just said, like on the flip, because like you're kind of putting on a show sometimes for these people because
Yeah, yeah,
there's moments where I am afraid, I am worried, I'm concerned. I sometimes can even look at a patient the first five. Imagine being hungover for my shift. I've only been hungover maybe once ever and never again because like I realized like, oh, like I have to be on top of my shit because within the first 5 minutes of my shift I've had it where like a patient's heart stopped and I'm just getting a report. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
even know
yeah,
anything about the
yeah, yeah.
patient.
You're just
And
coming
me and
on.
that night shift nurse, we are going
Just
in
yeah,
and we have to like start doing shit and
yeah,
it's like, oh.
yeah. It's like this. Yeah,
So yeah, so like it's interesting because I've realized that it's like a job. It's not like a job like you're a server or a bartender or like even if you're a comedian, if you're like a little hungover, you're a little off. It's like no, sometimes like I go, at least for me as a nurse, like I care about like these people and I really do want to show up for them because they're like this is the worst day of their
no,
life,
yeah, for sure.
and sometimes like I think it's gonna be a good shift and I always try to like, is it gonna be a great day, guys? And it's like such taboo to say that and like, oh my god, guys, it's the word quiet. We don't say the Q word,
Yeah,
and then we don't say that like, wow, guys, what a great day. Because usually the last 5 minutes of the shift is when everything happens all at
yeah.
once, and then the night shift comes in or the day or when we come like
Shift change.
yeah, shift change. What happens is they're like, "What did you do the whole time?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"I swear to God,
we were maintaining it. You know.
she was great. I don't know
Yeah,
why she's trying to crawl up the wall right now. It's not
and
my fault. She's was it a sundowner? Like the sun goes down, but she goes up. She's climb up the wall.
have you ever dealt with any crazy patients that try to fight you?
Yeah, dude, it goes from MMA to AMA all the time. Let me tell you, like I've had patients smack my ass so hard. They filed a complaint on me.
That's crazy. Yeah, because I've seen some like
Because my ass slaps back.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen some code grays that are like insane. You know, people throwing stuff, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
just like,
Sometimes I'm just like, come on, dude. If you're
yeah,
gonna do all that,
people.
just go home.
Yeah, it's like, why are you acting like this, dog? This is like
Well,
crazy.
sometimes they are like
Yeah, they're acting.
altered, right?
Yeah, they're crazy.
But where do we draw the fine line? And no offense, hey, shout out to security. Nurses end up being security too.
Yes, they.
Sometimes security's just there, and like we're like you're not gonna. So nurses have to be the ones that restrain and like have to do things most of the time. So it's like, what are you here for? One time I asked a guy, I was like, what are you even doing here? We're just here. We're supposed to look intimidating, dude. They fucking hire like 22-year-olds that are like 2 inches taller than me.
Yeah, that's true.
How is that intimidating?
No, that's
And they look like mall cops.
yeah.
And shout out to security though. I mean, hey, they pick up our they pick up our dead patients to go to the morgue. So shout out to them. They have to have 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not helpful sometimes. It's like sometimes nurses are put more at risk. I've had situations where I've told management, I don't want this patient. This patient like is giving me crazy eye. He's racist or misogynistic or whatever. And luckily at my hospital, I can refuse an assignment, but mid-assignment, sometimes they're like, no, that it's not going to work. We're short. So you have to stick with your assignment. So it's like, oh, if I don't feel safe, I don't know. I've been in situations where I've had to fill out reports and stuff. But, you know, at the end of the day, though, all the nurses are aware of that and we all rally. Dude.
Yeah. You guys got each other's backs.
Yeah, we do.
Hey,
but nurses eat their young sometimes.
No,
dude.
No, I've seen
You've seen it too.
Yeah.
So, hey,
no,
you know what
there's
they say? The meanest girls in high school became nurses. The crazy thing is I always say that it wasn't even my first, it was not my first.
Some Regina George shit. Mean
you
girls.
can't sit with us. We wear pink on Wednesdays. Well, bitch,
you don't even go here.
you don't even go here. Yeah, I've had it. Like I've seen nurses be so mean to travel nurses.
No,
like,
I've seen
don't
that.
be mad at these bitches making
like older,
more than us.
Yeah, older.
That's not our fault.
No,
it's our fault for staying here.
Yeah.
And being comfortable.
Yeah. They're
That's
shout out travel nurses.
Shout out to any nurse.
Yeah, shout out the nurses. I have homegirls who are nurses. They're my friends. You know, they come and support my shows. So, you know, they're all the homies. You know, I'm grateful that they're out there making, you know, a difference in people's lives and like being good vibes, you know?
Dude, we know how to party too.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Have you partied with your nurse friends?
I've seen, you know, like they're wild, you know, they're, you know, in a good way, you know?
It's crazy because like I've been in situations where I've had to sober up so quickly. I'm like, oh, I'm the captain now. Like I have to like lead the ship. You know, I'm herding cats sometimes.
That's crazy.
I've resuscitated a patient. It was Gay Pride in Long Beach. Somebody got hit by a car.
Oh dang!
And then, mind you, dude, like everyone's looking like a fool. Like we're all like in our rainbow gear. And then
shout out Pride.
Pride. I ran out to the street, and you know. I was like his head was busted wide open. And mind you, like I had maybe 2 margaritas.
Yeah, you're already sipping.
But even then, dude, it went away.
No, yeah.
The adrenaline.
You kept in. You kept in. Yeah, you got into nurse
orders.
mode.
I started doing compressions. I got someone to help me. I held the head at one point. Oh man, it was insane. But anyways,
you're ready.
Like it was really sad. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, don't drink and drive.
It was really sad. Luckily, we were able to get a pulse back, but then I was just yelling out to all the drunk people, hey, get an AED. Hey, call 911. And it's like...
What's AED?
An AED is basically like, I'll just keep it in layman's terms. It's like, if you go to any place, even like a pool, whatever, it's a defibrillator.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and they have like very simple instructions, so you can put pads on someone.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah, I think technically almost every business has to have it.
Okay.
But I was like, get an AED, and then luckily the paramedics were there in time. But then I leave, right? This is a couple years ago. I leave, and then I have blood like down all the way to my elbows, right?
Damn.
And then the taco guy looks at me. He's like, right there, because this is in Long Beach. And then he's just like, you need to wash your hands? I was like, yeah. And so I went to go wash my hands, and then I get out, and then the taco guy's like, hey, you want free tacos? And I was like, yeah. And that's nursing right there, because we still eat after traumatizing shit.
No, yeah.
We don't care. If we see nasty stuff. I had brain matter in my fucking fingers. That's how nasty it was. But here I am. In your podcast. Enjoying my time at Cool Mike.
Tough
podcast.
Skin. That's why I love nurses. Nurses are cool. They're ready. You know,
we're ready to party, but we're ready to save your life.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why nurses are good to have in the crew, because, you know, like you fall, they can help you. They know what's up, you know.
Hmm.
Zombies occur, they could, help out with zombies.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure. What inspired you to want to get into nursing? Were you a big Grey's Anatomy fan or something? You
You
watch that
know,
show?
yeah, no, but I liked Scrubs more.
Okay, shout out Scrubs.
Probably the reason why I like
Scrub.
comedy, because that's how my brain works. Like I'll like do like a weird thing where I'm like,
Is
I
that is that Zach Braff?
yep, yep.
Is that
Like I just visualize like a funny scenario, and then I'm like in the moment, I'm like, wait, but this is happening in real time, happening
Scrubs?
right now. Yeah. So Scrubs really inspired me, but just life experiences, like having family that like we didn't have access to healthcare. My parents they immigrated here from Mexico, so just the advocacy of like providing, like giving our people, our community, the equitable services that we need, because we already are set up for failure when it comes to our health. And so
Oh yeah, we needed one in the inside for us. Like
yeah, we do. We don't have enough,
Oh yeah,
So
you're holding it down.
yeah, so I've always wanted to advocate for mi gente.
No, hell yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool for la raza. I'm Mexican, like my parents, they migrated over here. They got their citizenship probably when I don't know, I was in elementary school. They became
Probably the Reagan administration. That's
yeah,
why a lot of our parents are a little Republican.
yeah,
But
yeah.
maybe not this round, okay?
No, yeah.
Fuck ICE.
No,
Fuck
yeah.
ICE.
Yeah, ice is no bueno. Ice is no bueno. Those guys stink.
I think that your parents probably got their citizenship the same time as mine, like in the maybe late 80s,
I
90s.
No, yeah, they got it in the late 90s because I remember I was
Oh, late
yeah
90s. Okay.
yeah I was in school. I remember
Mhm.
when they got it.
Fuck, I
Yeah.
just aged myself.
No, yeah, I was yeah. I remember witnessing it, kind of. Not that it was a big deal for the family. My mom and my dad were all. I know I was in elementary school, at least like third or fourth grade.
Oh,
So it
okay.
was like like 95 or 96 or
Mhm.
something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You just aged yourself, didn't you? Just
No,
kidding.
yeah. I was born in 90. I don't have no
I'm a
shame.
90s baby too.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I'm a 90s baby.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't look that old though. Some people say I look younger than I look,
Mhm.
I have my grandpa's genes.
Lucky.
Yeah. You don't look old either.
It's the Botox.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding.
No, no.
I told people I don't get Botox to look younger. I get Botox because I don't want people to see the fear in my eyes when shit goes down at work. Like when they're like, "Is Grandma gonna live?" And I'm like, "She's 94 years old." And
Yeah, you have to have some tough conversations.
yeah, and we mainly have them. Like I will, like I think it's because we're around the patients so much.
Yeah.
And then most of the doctors, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay in my lane. Like I'm just here for the kidneys." I'm like, "Sir, like the family is wondering if Grandma is gonna get off the ventilator."
And then nurses do like everything that like I've seen them like they hopped into action and do like doctor type of stuff. It's
all
like
the
you
time.
all the time. Like yeah, like you guys do that like where you guys like you're the captain. You guys,
We anticipate. So when I'm seeing so when I'm seeing a patient bleeding out, I'm not gonna wait for a doctor's order.
yeah, you gotta
Like I act now, and then I'll get it maybe in a little bit. Like I'll like, okay, we should do labs. Like we need to do labs. We need to control the bleeding. We need to maybe reach out to the surgeon that did the surgery. We need to do like
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
Like I do all this stuff. It's like
The
it's just
steps you gotta
nature
go through.
now. Yeah, but in the moment, right? Like we're there with the patient. Sometimes these doctors are rounding at multiple
Yeah,
hospitals.
yeah.
So for them to call me back or text me, they're probably like, eating or living their life. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine having your phone like we're doing a podcast right now. Imagine like you're a doctor and you're always constantly on call. You're not going to always see every little thing. But I think ICU nurses do build a really good a rapport with a lot of specialists and doctors where they really do trust us. Where they're like, oh, if like I've literally told a doctor like I'm like without like I know we're trying to get labs, but I'm like waiting for the labs. But I'm like, hey doc, I'm gonna be honest with you. This patient needs to be intubated.
Yeah.
Like this patient should have been intubated 2 hours ago. Like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
patient looks bad.
Yeah, yeah.
And we get the labs back, and then they're like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. And so it just takes time to build that relationship.
No,
but
yeah, for sure.
let me tell you, I can. There was like a nurse comedian that did a bit about where they look at people like, I can diagnose you right now. Like, like they point out into the audience, there's like a guy with glasses. You can't see very well. And I'm like, no, I see nurses do something far beyond that. Like, oh, yeah, you are going to be on dialysis,
Oh damn.
continuous dialysis, kidney failure. This is where it's going.
Damn.
And then we probably have to intubate you later. And like, I could already get to there because it's now become an algorithm. I see it all the time. It's crazy. And so, but hey, you know what though? Aside from that, I do enjoy my job sometimes. The poo poo stuff, not all the time. Guys,
Because nurses, they're like, it's like almost like you guys deal with some crazy poop stuff too. It's like almost like not changing diapers, but like, because CNAs do that stuff too. But it's like you guys deal with some crazy heavy duty stuff that, like, is like
my hospital, like, or at least my ICU, we don't have CNAs.
Oh.
So all the doo-doo caca is my doo-doo caca.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's my poo-poos.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys deal with some crazy,
So
stuff.
I think God blessed me. Probably not, but I don't have a sense of smell anymore, really. Like, it goes in or out. I have to put my nose in it, and I'm never going to put my nose into poo-poo. Because if somebody, like, says, like, oh, my God, my dad shat himself, I'm like, I don't smell anything. But you know what? Let me check. I will clean him up. People say that that's my nursing superpower. I don't have a good sense of smell.
Oh, dang, you're desensitized from the shit.
Yeah. It's my nursing superpower. It could also be, like, not good and I should go see an ENT.
Yeah.
But guess what? I kind of like not having a sense of smell sometimes. Trust me, because there's some moments where, like,
No, yeah, that's
you want to gag.
No,
and
yeah.
you're like cleaning a patient up, and it's like the family's there, and you're just kind of like,
you hold it back.
how to be professional. You know?
Be professional. There was there's been many moments when I used to go exchange at Sharps where straight up smelled like death, like some of the craziest smells I've ever smelled, and it was just like,
oh, my favorite is when we turn a patient, and sometimes they get really mad that we're like cleaning them up. And I've had a patient where they like gave me the little side eye, and then when I'm like turning them and I'm cleaning, they go, and then they just squirt out a fucking. They like
just push it.
They just they shart. And sometimes it's targeted,
Dang.
and it's rude when you're on the receiving end.
Oh my God.
And I tend to like, now what I do is I don't just gown up, like, bro.
You got a double gown.
I've had a duck, you know.
Yeah, you had to dodge the
shit. I've had to dodge the doo doo. Yeah, it's insane.
You had to bust like some Matrix shit.
Yeah. Insane.
Dodge the shit.
The crazy. And let's not even talk about the penises, dude.
That's crazy.
Can we talk about penises?
Yeah,
here?
Talk about it.
Oh man.
Is it? Because I've heard my friend say she sees at least one penis a shift.
She doesn't see enough penis.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I know. Like,
she doesn't see enough penis, in my opinion. Like, what kind of specialty is she in?
That's why I don't know. That's
She's
why
probably med surg. She only assesses maybe.
That's why. I bet like
shift. I have to assess my patient minimum every 4 hours, but most of the time I assess them every 2 minimum, like to turn them because they're intubated. And if it's a 1-to-1, it's just every hour. But like, do you know what schmegma is?
Which that sounds not good.
So I had to learn what schmegma was. So one time I had to insert a Foley.
Oh yeah, you gotta like.
I haven't talked about this in comedy, but maybe this will be the intro, babe. If you want to steal this joke, you can't. It's mine. Because it's my experience.
Yeah, that's like
what happened was so it was kind of funny because I told the male nurses, I said, guys, don't judge me. I know you're gonna laugh. I don't know where the hole is for a man's penis right now, this patient's penis. And then they start laughing. Oh, Alex, you never seen a penis before? There's only 2 holes for a male, back there and then the front. Where women, I mean, as we get older, dude, that fucking, man, I'm not going to invest in like tits and stuff when I'm older. I'm going to reconstruct this vagina because that shit's going to look like drapes later on.
Okay.
It like, I can't even tell where the hole is anymore. It all looks like a hole to me.
No, I feel you. Looks like some salami.
It looks like roast beef.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like a French dip.
Looks like a pastrami sandwich. Anyways, no, but so for men, right? There's only 1 hole. So like, I can't find the hole. Like,
it could be difficult if he's uncut or depending on like type of or like.
No. This is what happened.
All right.
What happened was, it was like a cannoli. He had so much pus in his penis. What happened was, Is this appropriate for the show?
Yeah, talk about it.
All right.
So you know what someone told me? Someone told me they love my guests because they're all interesting. So this is gonna be interesting, you know?
Okay. So what happened was, this patient, God bless his soul, he was wide awake. I didn't know what to do, right? And all the male nurses like, you're right. I don't know. We didn't know what it was. We just thought like there's no hole. The doctor comes in and he's like, oh, here. It's just schmegma. He grabs his dick, he squeezes it and squeezes it like this.
Dang.
And then all this, like cheese whiz, all this pus came out of the hole. Pus and like cheese
Like he popped
whiz.
the zit, but it's just
Yeah, it just all came out. And then his dick raisined to its real size, which was like almost like an inverted belly button.
Did he go, ah?
Oh, of course, because he was wide awake. And
Oh, shit.
And a part of me was like, we didn't even tell the patient what we were going to do. He just went in there.
He just got
He just
assaulted.
went in for it. Yeah.
Shit.
It was insane. And then because I was asking, like, I was like, do we need a doctor's order for this? Like, what's going on right now? He's like, no. It's just schmegma. Okay, now you can put it in. And I was like, and I looked, I'm like, oh, there's a hole now.
That's crazy.
Well, because we saw where all the cheese was coming out of.
That's wild.
Anyways, guys.
That's wild.
Clean your dick.
Yeah, that's
Clean your
serious.
dick.
Yeah, clean the dicks, fellas. Clean that shit. Clean underneath the
He had a
skin.
wife, too. And
Yeah.
I was like, have you
Oh,
not, like,
I know.
she literally was just like, I didn't know. We sleep in separate rooms. I'm like,
that's not a good marriage.
why.
Yeah.
I could see why. Like, you're fucking cooking in there. Like, he's baking. Like, he's baking some cheese with that cheese is fermented.
Ay caramba.
Anyways, sorry.
Nah, that's crazy. That's that's intense. He got caught.
It reminds me, oh my God, I love Wu-Tang. It's like, and I just keep feeding you, and feeding you. And that's just
Wu-Tang
how
ain't nothing to fuck with.
it just reminded me of, like, damn, we just kept holding his dick down.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's wild shit. Damn, man, that's crazy.
That's just one moment.
One moment. Yo, but yeah, you like hip hop. I know this because
Big hip-hop
I know
head.
you're like you're a hip hop head. I know you're into you just
Well,
MF
so,
Doom. I know that. I know.
big Doom fan. Yeah. J Dilla Day every day. You know.
All right. 'Cause, yeah, you just gave Wu-Tang a shout out, Deep
Yeah.
Cut. You know.
Big into Diggable Planets. And big into jazz too. I'm a big jazz head.
All right.
Coltrane.
I'm trying to go to a jazz show. Like I love jazz. Like
Primo, I will hook you up.
yeah.
Dude. Jazz is dead. Shout out to Jazz is dead.
What's the Jazz is dead?
Jazz is dead. Dude, it's okay. I'm gonna put you on.
Yeah, put me on.
It's like basically just a community, a music community that puts on, and like basically because you know the saying, oh, jazz is dead. I mean, I don't know if you've seen La La Land.
Yeah, I love La La Land.
You know, like the little phrase like, oh,
Yeah,
jazz is dead.
yeah.
No, like
I
now
save
it's
jazz.
kind of cool to be into things that are not cool anymore. So, you know, like vinyls and stuff. So, like it's a very big scene in Highland Park and stuff.
I want to go.
Shout out to Gold Line. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to like.
Yeah. So, big into stuff like that.
That's sick.
Always been into very odd things, I think, right? Like, you have to be a very interesting person, in my opinion, to do comedy. A very brave person.
You gotta be into yeah.
And then nursing, and then the flight stuff is very unique.
That's crazy cool. So you wanna be a pilot yourself, or
No.
so you just wanna?
I'm a passenger princess.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
I would just want to be like in the back, or like just like you drive and I will take care of the patient. Like, you know, and that's just how it works. Like to be a helicopter pilot too is you have to be on your shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's like
we saw what happened. Unfortunately, R.I.P. Oliver Tree. Helicopters tend to get into more accidents than any other
that's what's
kind of like flight, anything like planes and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're more likely to have accidents in that way because they're just very sensitive,
no,
very
yeah,
light, and very
they're light.
agile. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I give you props. So that's like like I said, the Rescuers. Yeah, I don't know if you ever see the Rescuers. It was an Disney.
Oh yeah.
You know that's
100%.
like
No.
hero stuff right there.
Yeah, it's cool.
Is there music on the flight? Do you guys have access?
You're not going to hear anything.
Oh,
You're going to barely hear the patient. You'll
Oh,
be like,
shit.
wait, what? Because you're going to have your helmet.
Yeah,
you're going to
yeah.
hear the helicopter.
That was a dumb
You're going to
question.
hear all these. I mean, you've seen it even in the ICU, like
Yeah.
all the noises. Boop, 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 boop,
Yeah.
beep, boop, 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 boop. Like it just you hear.
And then the nurses are in charge. There's so much stuff. You guys are like all the monitors. It's like so much you guys got going on.
Honestly,
So
like,
many plates you're spinning, and then it's depending on what hospital you're at, you got all these different patients. So it's
mhm.
like some nurses are overworked.
Well,
Like
it's overstimulated too.
yeah, it's like you guys
Yeah.
got a lot going on. Like, and these nurses are like, shout out the nurses. You know, they don't get enough love. You know, they're like it's crazy.
Yeah, I
And then
mean,
there's people are like, fuck them. They're not cool. Nurses are cool. The people who are hating on nurses are not cool. That's what I mean. Like nurses are dope.
I think it's because ever since COVID,
Yeah.
there's a mistrust.
No. Yeah.
There's a mistrust with, and it's like, why can't my dad get ice for food? My dad's hungry. I'm like, yeah, he's bleeding out of his asshole. How about we just like not feed him and like give him a break? I love this saying. So I don't know if you've ever seen My 600-Pound Life.
Mm.
There's like that famous Doctor No or Doctor Now, whatever. He's like this old, like, I don't know, like I think Armenian or something, man. He's very blunt. So he'll tell his fat patients, he'll be like, they should be like, I'm gonna starve. He's like, no, you've already eaten into the future.
Oh shit.
Oh,
That's
and
some
a part
Gordon
of me
Ramsay
sometimes is
shit.
just like, I want to say that to my patients. I'm like, honey, you're bleeding out of your asshole. Like, do you want to bleed more?
Yeah.
I know you're suffering with like not being able to eat, but I don't know if you can feel your asshole, but it looks wild back there.
Yeah. It's
Like,
not,
let's just maybe not eat. Or I've had patients where like they're gonna aspirate, meaning like whatever they're swallowing, it just goes straight into their lungs, or like they could code after sometimes maybe having a vagal response to some things. So I always like, I've had it. Oh my God. I've had a patient where the patient's like DKA, which is like diabetic ketoacidosis. They have to be on an insulin drip. So this fool's like not maintaining his sugars. And then as Mexicans do, we're more concerned about eating everything on your plate. So like he kept calling his family saying, I'm starving. And I saw a family come in, and he's supposed to not eat anything
snuck him food?
until we control his sugars, right? His sugars were in the 800s. A normal sugar is not in the 800s.
Yeah. No.
So what happened was they come in, and I see a bag of McDonald's.
Oh shit.
And as a nurse would have a sixth sense, it's either going to be for me, right? Because you're giving nurses food,
Yeah.
or they're giving it to the patient.
Yeah, they're
So
sneaking
I
it
ran in
in.
there. I was like, you can't have any food in here. I'll let you talk to your dad, but I'm letting you know he cannot eat anything. He's on an insulin drip.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we know. I walk out. I hear like a little like opening of the bag. I run back in, and literally like it's almost like a cartoon. He has a fucking chicken McNugget in his mouth. He looks at me and he goes, and I look at the family. I look at him, and they're like, but he was calling us all day. He's starving. A little McNugget wouldn't hurt anyone. I'm like, your dad is in the ICU because he has McNuggets too much.
Yeah.
He's not going to survive if you keep maintaining this poor lifestyle.
Ay, caramba.
And I literally was like, you either have to take that like out right now, or I'm going to have security.
Yeah, we got to escort you out of here.
Yeah. And
This
then they're
isn't
like,
good.
they all like, that's just mean. And so of course I don't get a Daisy Award. You know what a Daisy Award
Yeah,
is,
it's
right?
the nurse of the year.
I don't even care. I probably never
You will. You will.
And you know what? It's not even, I'd rather get a wilted, there's wilted daisies now, where it's like nurses, they're not defined by like their customer service.
How do you get a Daisy Award? One of my homegirls recently won the Daisy Award.
Yeah, so you have to be recommended by staff, and it's like reviewed by the hospital, but it's also reviewed by a board, and then blah blah blah. But it usually will stem also from patients.
Like, because they give reviews too, right?
Yeah, it's like you have a QR code for reviews, whether it's negative or positive.
Yeah.
We don't have a QR code for like tips.
Yeah. Oh shit.
It's wild.
That's crazy.
Don't make sense to me. I mean, if I'm giving you food and ice and chips,
No, yeah,
and
nurses
water,
are like servers. They coming in, bringing in plates and doing. It's like they doing it all.
I mean,
I seen some nurses deal with like they're.
I used to be a
having to
server, bartender. I'm telling you, like having like multiple jobs and having a life experience helps you when you're a nurse.
No, yeah, because
My
you're
bartending experience has helped me a lot.
definitely, yeah, because you're
And
like
my trauma.
you're
from my family.
dealing with a lot,
Yeah, but dude, that whole situation, that's just like one little situation where I'm like, you motherfucker.
No, yeah, that was only at, one point of the shift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys deal with a lot. But I had a great time chopping it up with you, Alex. I definitely want to have you back on because,
Oh yeah, for sure.
like,
I know we yap, Primo. We're
no, yeah, it
yappers.
was like you're so interesting, and honestly, one of my homies told me recently that he loves my guests because they're interesting, and I'm proud to have you on. And like, I really admire you as a person and the stuff that you do to the comedy community and then the medical community. So it's like you're just to me, I just want to highlight people that like I got mad love for and respect, and like people that I want to like see like do well. And that's why like I have you here because I see you doing well, and like I'm proud of you, cousin. And you're gonna be up there.
I got him to finally say cousin.
No, you're gonna be up there in the helicopter soon once you get you're ready like.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I appreciate like platforms like this. It's awesome to see like also more Latino comics out here. And you're a producer. You're the captain.
Yeah,
you're the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, you're the captain of like a lot of these different ships, and you organize people. Like, I mean, comedians are like it's like herding cats. Dude.
No, yeah, for sure.
It's like herding cats. So the fact that like you are the shepherd. And you're gathering, well, we're not sheep. We're just very disoriented and very like outlandish, like ADHD people. But the fact that you're able to create platforms for people to speak their truth and to make people laugh is awesome. So that's also cool too, dude.
No, I appreciate you,
part of
Alex.
the community, man.
No, yeah, we're all fam, honestly, and
we're all fam.
No, yeah.
In the club, we all fam.
Yeah, we all fam. We're all like Vin Diesel. Yeah, this is a cool mic episode 14. I'm grateful that you guys, whoever watches this on my Spotify and my YouTube, I gotta get this on Apple too. Gil, do you know how to get it on Apple?
Yeah.
All right, you gotta teach me. Yeah, you gotta teach me how to do it. I'm back. We gotta backlog these episodes up on there. Yeah. All right, Alex, thank you. You want to plug your stuff? You got some good stuff coming.
Yeah.
Alex is going to be at the Brea Improv.
Yeah, I'll be at the Brea Improv on this Sunday, August 9th at 6 p.m. It's called Nurses Night Out. I'll be opening up for Nurse Greg.
Nurse Greg.
There's like this really cool company, too, that I've been kind of working with called... it's like off-duty nurses. It's pretty cool. They do events for nurses or anyone that... Hey, if you want to meet a nurse, come through. Doing comedy.
I'm gonna go.
Dude, yeah, you should come through. It's literally like I'm doing comedy at a pool party. I mean,
for nurses?
Yeah, because you already know. I mean, there's gonna be some hot nurses there, but also like a pool, drinks.
It's hot right now.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
And hey, hot nurse summer. Am I right?
Hot nurse summer.
So it's been kind of awesome to be able to have these opportunities, and then yeah, you'll find me on my Instagram, code Boo ICU.
Oh yeah, you'll catch me there. Someone will be checking my vitals, and checking my blood pressure. Making sure my sugar is good. No.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, we'll have IV hydration there, so it'll be kind of cool. But
I got some cool stuff coming too. I'm playing the Comedy Store on Friday, August 7th with George Perez. That one's gonna be a dope one. I got a cool fit ready for it. I'll be all in my zoot suit. I'm producing a show August 29th at Magic Meows in Echo Park. It's going to be a banger. That lineup hasn't been announced yet, but I'm proud of it. I got some cool stuff coming. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we're going to do some weird stuff with Cool Mike. I got some really interesting guests lined up for August. I'm proud of. A bunch of my homegirls are going to be on the show that are like, all interesting and all cool. And I think we'll have cool interviews, So tune in. Thank you, Alex, for being on the show. Much love.
No problem. Every time, Primo.
No, you. Thank you, Gil.